One overheard sentence in a hallway cost my family their Christmas dinner, and finally gave me back my life. The grocery bags bit into my palms as I eased through the laundry room door of my daughter's house. Same as always, quiet entry, no fuss. I'd just spent $1,847 on the full holiday spread they'd been stressing over: spiral ham, prime rib, every side, even the gluten-free rolls for little Mason. I hadn't told anyone. I wanted the day to feel easy for once. Kitchen light spilled into the hall. Then Elise's voice, bright and careless. Just drop all 7 on her. Grandma's got nothing else going on. My son-in-law laughed, soft, agreeing. She already paid for half the food. Least she can do is keep them occupied upstairs. I stopped breathing. The receipt in my coat pocket suddenly weighed 20 pounds. Through the cracked doorway I saw the edge of the island, half-wrapped presents, flickering candles, the glow of phones. My daughter's voice joined in, light as if discussing weather. She'll say yes. She always does. The words landed like sleet on bare skin. Not cruel on purpose, just matter-of-fact. That was worse. I backed out the way I came, shoes silent on tile, door latch barely clicking. Outside, December air stung my face. I slid into my car, receipt trembling between fingers still red from the cold handles. I didn't start the engine. I sat in the dark driveway and let the truth settle. For 23 years I had been the safety net. When Elise's twins arrived premature, I moved in for 6 weeks. When Mason broke his arm the night before a school play, I drove 3 hours to sit in the ER. When money ran tight after Ryan lost a contract, I wired what I could without being asked. Every crisis, every holiday, every could you just, had ended with me stepping in. I thought love looked like never saying no. Now the math felt different. I drove home under streetlights that blurred. In my kitchen I smoothed the receipt flat. $1,847 stared back, money I'd saved from part-time bookkeeping, from skipping vacations, from choosing store-brand everything. I'd wanted to lift a burden. Instead I'd financed my own erasure. I opened my laptop, found the caterer's confirmation email, and cancelled the entire order. Partial refund, $950 after fees. I hit send before doubt could catch up. The world didn't crack open. The fridge still hummed, but my shoulders dropped half an inch. Next morning I wrote 2 lists on the back of an old utility bill. Left column, what I've given. Rides at 2 a.m., holiday hosting, emergency loans, endless babysitting, listening through every marriage argument, every job loss, every postpartum spiral. Right column, what I've received. I stared at the blank space. After 3 minutes I wrote 1 word: hugs. Then I crossed it out. Hugs weren't currency. I started a second sheet: what they expect versus what I need. They expect instant availability, silent help, no questions, no life of my own. I need to be asked, not assigned. To sit at the table instead of clearing it. To be seen as a person, not a service. The clarity wasn't loud. It was quiet steel. That afternoon I packed a small duffel, jeans, cozy socks, the novel I'd been meaning to finish for 2 years, and booked 3 nights at a modest inn outside Sedona. Red Rock views, no Wi-Fi in the rooms, just quiet. I left no note. I turned my phone off and left it on the counter beside the cancelled receipt. The drive was 3 hours of open highway and thinking. I remembered Elise at 6, proudly presenting me a lopsided clay handprint. For you, Mummy, because you're always there. Somewhere that little girl had grown into a woman who assumed always there meant always available. I didn't cry. I just drove. The inn smelled of piñon pine and fresh linens. The owner, a soft-spoken woman named Mara, handed me a key and a mug of chamomile without asking questions. I spent Christmas Eve on a balcony watching stars punch through the desert sky. No turkey. No chaos. Just silence that felt like permission. Christmas morning my phone, finally powered on, lit with missed calls. Elise. Ryan. My grandson's FaceTime attempt at 7:14 a.m. I let them go to voicemail. Elise's message was first, voice tight. Mom, the food never came. Everyone's asking what happened. Where are you?